Thank you very much. This is Tricrow. This is Cassette Beasts. This is another little monster battler game. You can say similar to Pokemon, but it's got very many different elements to it. And this will specifically be a randomizer, so the location of each creature in the game will be randomized between other ones, and all of the types will be random. So rather than being a fire type, you can be a plastic type, or, I don't know, steel or glass, who knows? It's good to find out. Well, without further ado, let's just get on with it. Here's the random seed, which I have not changed, so let's get going. So time doesn't actually start until we go into the world, technically, so I can keep mumbling on for a few moments more while I randomize something a bit. This sounds okay, maybe not. This sounds good. And then once I land into the world, the time shall begin. This is a game where you're isekai'd, and go. Let's begin the timings. Woohoo! Good morning, everyone. We've woken up on a beach, and we'll be traveling across this world. We find this little city, and a monster attacks us. Hey. This person helps us here, passes our cassette player, and here's an important decision. Okay, let's make this decision. Both of our starter choices were not anything to shout at. We get a bin vader as a companion. Noted. So, as all creatures are random, these two creatures have also been randomized, and we'll be trying to deal with what we can. Ideally, we want some earth types, some fire types, some poison types. Those are the types that I particularly want. Grass type is also good, or which can learn. These are the types that can learn the various damage over time effects, and that is the most consistent way for me to definitely defeat most of the bosses. There are quick kills available, but that requires one specific creature, and in a randomizer, I don't know where that creature is, so it's unlikely for it to appear.
Sorry.
So we've woken onto this island, we've transformed for the first time, and it's a bit too intense for our first time, so we've been taken to our little home as we've passed out. Okay. We're going to change some clothing, and now we're going to leave to go on our first little adventure. So this is a open world movement game where we can traverse around. There's a little energy bar, so we can optimize dashing. Kaylee wants us to assist traveling up there to explore the region. And also, I'm being harassed by a fly. It's fine. I can dodge the fly's attacks. In real life, not in game. It's crazy. Multitasking. Okay, so here's our first little actual battle where it's trying to explain us the actual combat. I have a water type. Kaylee has a wind type. They're explaining, if I take damage, I will take some damage. There are 2 health bars overall that are going along. Both the green bar, which is my actual creature's health, and the red bar, which is my own health. Because if I run out of health, I can still take damage before transforming into the next one. Sweet, we've got to the next level. Every increased level will actually let us learn a new ability. And there is the first check of the game. We are looking for one specific creature and several others that would be nice, because creatures in this game give us certain abilities. So we don't care about the Yukiona, we don't care about the little ice type that's there, and we should see a third creature. Okay, we're not seeing it. That's fine. Okay, there's the third creature. In this first area, there are 3 creatures, and this is a static spawn over here. This gives our first movement ability, which is gliding. This is also the catch tutorial. It seems that our Dominoff, will be a beast type. This is a solidly okay creature, as it typically learns good abilities half of the time. but it is not the best statistically, creature-wise. But, you know, it'll do it when it'll do. Especially since it's also not the slowest creature at 80 speed. It's fairly slow, but, you know, this is explaining switching over to a different creature. I learned Fog. That could be really interesting. Fog is an ability which only for the round that it is used, only ranged attacks will hit. Well, is it only melee or only ranged attacks? It's definitely an interesting thing to consider, at least. But it probably will not be used in the greater scheme of things. Got him off levels, bone cannon, okay, nothing too interesting. Wow, we're being flown up into the air, and don't panic, spread your wings. Yeah, okay, this is the only static, well, this is one of the main static encounters, which includes a special ability, so the rest of them we'll have to find. There's 4 slots so far. All of these slots can actually... all of these... Okay, I think it got in the way. Okay, perfect example. All of these slots can have a backup, of which there's an example of one of the backups. A Burnus. That's actually a decently good creature. Well, it's a really slow creature, but, you know, it usually learns Coal Story. And Coal Story is one of my favorite moves. I like Coal Story. I like stories. What? And this is mine. Okay, we're going into this first train station now. Huh? Train stations are where all of the boss fights are in this game. Let's get a thumbs up from host. Should we pick up the chest? Yeah, okay, I'll pick up the chest. You know, this usually doesn't have anything useful in it. Torrent. It's okay. It's honestly better than nothing. It's an okay water move. Okay, something strange is in the air. This is where the game shifts tone from being a nice little game until the art style shifts, and then this hand appears out of nowhere. And everything starts glitching slightly. And what is going on? There are these archangels in the game, of which they are usually like a different art style and have a overarching theme. This is Morgana, words, yes. This is one of them, who will assist us throughout. This is a tutorial boss fight where we're not expected to lose. However, we do 1 damage until stated otherwise. I also need to change some of the difficulty settings after this. It is impossible for us to die in this fight. This is actually a tutorial about how to fusion. Okay, so what do you reckon will happen when we fuse a bin, a quite literal bin, with a little bird thing? Let's find out. Ooh, that thing. Yeah, okay, so this game is all about fusions, and when fusions kick in, that's when the lyrics kick in. Yeah. It's a lovely little music, and I appreciate it greatly. Unfortunately, we didn't have any way to deal any other further damage, so we do have to sit through a Coda Morgana before being able to hit them and kill them. If we are able to find another way to deal more damage between then, we would be able to kill them before that, but it didn't happen, didn't learn anything, so can't do much about that. Okay, after this little tutorial boss fight, we get Morgana absorbs into us, and we learn the first part of the song. The song is a very important aspect of this, as each boss fight we do, we will learn one part of the song. The song is a riddle about where the final area in the game is. And throughout the game, we'll be working out where that is. This is Kaylee deciding to join us in our adventure, and the first thing we'll do in our adventure is rest and go to sleep, because there is slightly more creature slots at nighttime that I want to investigate. Okay, Now, throughout this game, I'll be systematically going through each and every area, most areas, looking for the specific spawns and hoping I find them. Here's Eugene, another character which, if we are going to fight, if we do encounter Eugene again, it will probably be when I'm panicking about not being able to find any other creature. Okay. We missed the timing of that slightly. That is unfortunate. Eugene is another companion in this game. There are many companions in this game. We will be finding at least one other. Each companion will have their own specific creature as their companion. And if I do have to look for that as the slots, well, yeah, things haven't been going well. But it's a check I can do when I get there. Okay. So there is also the concept of gym fights as well in this. We're about to encounter essentially what we would discuss being the champion, who immediately spawns in a high level 60 creature and obliterates something. This is the leader that we're about to see. I'm now going to change some of the settings in gameplay and change all of this to low, and level scaling not to disabled but to boring. That way creatures will be easy. So we're about to let's get some chests. Let's pick up a chest. More chests have some more items. We do need items to get good fights. So here's an example of movement being janky in this game. Let's move that there. And let's use the rock to jump on another rock and jump up here. This is where movement tech starts being a thing. Here's a trainer. Let's just jump over their heads. Woo! No need to walk through them. Okay. Here's Ianthe. They're giving us a trainer card to let us fight all of the potential 12 leaders of this world, but we won't need to do any of that. That is side quest only. Not required for main story. I'll pick up that little chest again. Some more stuff, and pick this rock up so I can keep doing weird manipulation things. Okay, what are we looking at? Fly on hand, get rid of that. Okay, where are all the creatures? Okay. Sorry, fly on hand. Okay, so here's another companion. We'll interact with them later. Pretty much every single companion will have a boss fight associated with them. Meredith has one of the easier to obtain boss fights. Okay, so there's a dive eel right there. That's actually partially a good thing. However, that is one of the movement abilities which does allow us to travel over water. However, traveling in water is not required to finish this game, but good to know at least. We haven't unlocked any special abilities. Undertow does not do anything too fun. It just hits the person who was directly before me, which could result in me hitting Kaylee as well. This is one fight that I enjoy doing just to gain a little bit more experience. There we go. Defeated that. We will need a certain amount of experience to get to one particular fight. That's good, that's good. That's expected, actually. Kaylee will need for us to get to at least level 15 in order to finish. To unlock her specific boss fight. We will also be unlocking Meredith's boss fight. Here is an example of another boss fight. I'll be going into these train stations and then, in this case, immediately leaving it. Because we'll be doing those boss fights much later. Okay, there's a little dog. That's an okay slot to have. I'm currently prepping some rocks for me to climb up a wall and skip over a single area. There's the achievement for jumping over someone's head. And let's go back and pick up the other rock. So I'm currently going up to the top right area that you can see on my right, avoiding these pugs and trying to avoid the fly that keeps landing on my hands. So getting annoyed at that. Okay, let's also not get hit by the the fish man while I'm at it. Okay, 1 second. Having to continuously run away from that's getting annoying. Okay, we got it. Cool, we got an ice tape. If one of the creatures we're trying to capture happens to be an ice type, that will work out well for us. Okay, here's the fire thing. 1, 2, 3. That may have seemed a bit random. However, that could be one of the end game areas, and I'm just checking off some of the items off my list. Okay, here's one of the next teleport points. To actually unlock fast travel in this game, I did have to talk to one of the crabs. This is a magic crab. Okay. And just looking down on the right-hand side of the map just to see what the spawn is in that area. It does only have one spawn, so I will not have to go down there since it's nothing I care about. Traveling down to the Deadlands. Dino Quarry, the Deadlands. Okay, nothing interesting on the left. We're going over to New London. Trying to look at the right-hand side of the screen to also see if there's anything there on that side. Nothing important. That is a bullet dash. I do like seeing that. However, there's a 50-50 chance. Hey, okay, it is the creature I like. Bulletino. So this will give us the bullet dash ability. It will go before us, so I'll pretty much use Undertow. Oh, okay, and it's a glass type as well. Noted. So, okay, we're taking a lot of damage there. Okay, it seems like we'll be able to kill the Scampire first and then just completely focus on the Bulletino. That's good, that's good. Honestly, that and then start recording already. Okay, this is nice. It's not required to finish, however, the dash ability certainly helps. It will allow us to traverse across the world a lot faster. So, that seems like it worked out perfectly. While you're trying to capture a creature, it cannot die as long as you are still recording it. So there we go. And if you do record it, it will immediately do the extra 4 damage or so to defeat it. So I'm swiftly shifting that guy in. Not quite yet. Okay, yeah, sweet. I get the dash ability. That's nice. So no, I'm fairly not used to having the dash ability, so this will traverse across the world a lot quicker and be very much nicer for, okay, these faster enemies who are chasing me. Okay, I've switched over to a box. Boxes are nice, but mainly because in the next check I'm going to do, it's harder to get a box, so it's nicer to have a box. As you might have been noticing, I am abusing the hitbox of boxes and various other objects to okay, do that, jump 3 times, open the map a few times, do the bullet dash, grab a rock, throw a rock. Okay, nothing. So there are 8 different required random actions you can do, all of which might open up the final boss area. We will learn more about where that final boss area is further along the line. However, just waiting for this spinner to spin so I don't have to encounter it. Dispatching a fly on the way while I'm doing so. Nothing there, nothing there. Let's look in. I don't think this cave actually has any creature. Yeah, okay, it's just that one. Remembered correctly. We would like to check a cave location at some point. Let's just do some more checks here, because if I happen to open up the chest randomly or the entrance randomly, that would be fabulous. Huh. Okay, yeah, noted. Stopwatch, that's fine. Let's just ooh, okay. Well, I'll pick up that chest again in a minute. Let's pick up this. I think there's, yeah, it's just the traffic cone spawn. So we're now traversing over to like the west hand side of the world. This world is a giant circle. Almost got a little bit too close there. Just go back on ourselves a little bit to the shore to check the lakeside spawns. Nothing interesting, it looks like. Might as well do this while I'm at it as well. This is another companion. I'm just picking him up for safety, as it will be another creature that I'll automatically have ish when if I need to go to it later. Technically, it's waiting a little bit of time, and this guy will be would have been the guy that has the special creature that lets you quick kill pretty much all enemies in the game. However, we don't have the guarantee. Okay, that got within range of that guy. We'll have to do a little bit of a fight. Oh well. We do need some fights in order to beat the game, so that's fine overall. Righty. So we're in the big world that is a circle. We are in the top area of that circle, so we have traversed roughly like half-ish of the map, not encountering literally everything, but encountering pretty much most things along the way. Some creatures have two. That's actually a quite fast creature. Let's do Undertow and see how it works out. Well, nope, that didn't work out. Great. Luckily, I do have the bullet dash. There's something quite ironic about me killing my own creature and then them criticizing me. That's actually quite funny how that worked out. Silicon dash. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting that creature to go quite quickly, but apparently it did not work out like that. So, typing in this game, loads of creatures have loads of different types. There is something like 18, so it is fairly comparable to the other game that should not be mentioned. But all creatures interact with each other in a weird particular way, whether it's decreasing attack and defense damage, whether it's leeching. Okay, there's another creature. That's an interesting note. If I knew what this creature, if I knew what this trainer's entire party was base game, I would be able to work out the slot. Sorry for hitting the mic. I'm also trying to hit the fly. It looks like I do have a commentator. It is the fly. I would expect it to have been gone by now. Taunt? Yay. Okay. I mean, it is guaranteed for it to get taunt, so that's regular, not unexpected. My healths are fairly low now, though. I will have to spend a bit of wood to actually do this camp, because there's technically a required fight that's about to happen. Also about to go to daytime. So that's fine. Okay, that's that. We can camp in this thing. We will pretty much never ever do. Well, we shouldn't do too many camps. However, I'm just gonna get a full heal while I can. Let's go up to this side of the world. Yeah, and go down again. Noted. Let's actually traverse across this, as this is another new spawn. Electromagnetic. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, we got some taps. Okay, nothing interesting. Darn tap water. So there is a little bit of a gated fight here. This guy is basically, hey, you might not be able to go to this side of the world yet because it might be too strong for you. But because we're playing with incredibly boring level scaling, we don't have to worry about it. Because everything will be scaled to our level. So we'll basically be finishing this game at level 15 or so. So the final boss will come down to us. Unfortunately, we've not really... We've got Undertow as a thing, but that is a little bit random whether it will work. I would have to rely on the speeds happening. I mean, the speeds seem fairly consistent, so I could use it. However, consistency... Ooh, parry stance. Okay. That means the damage will be reflected back to me. On that first hit, at least. Gosh, this is a multitasking speedrun, eh? Dealing with this fly and my enemies. Okay. That's this over now. He only has one creature to deal with, so that will be that finished.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're clearly good enough to continue, so let's go right ahead. Nevermort. That's nice. It's not useful, but it's nice to see him. Nice to see him. Okay, let's go over here. Nothing of interest on me. Let's pick up this chest. and spy what is on the left-hand side. If I can spy. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I want to see. Ah, well, I'll just go in. I'm trying to see the spawn on the bottom left of the map, see if I can see anything. However, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to just keep on going for now. And pick up the box through the wall. Hey, that's another good sign. Okay, cool. Here's another creature that I want to capture. Boltam. It's quicker than me, so let's just pretend it'll actually do damage and pray. Yay, okay, it will. It might kill entirely though, so that might be an issue, but it was one of the clear spawns here, so that'll be fine. Unfortunately, ice types get extra defense when water types are attacking them, so that sucks. Okay, so let's just start doing damage to them, and let's see if I can call the mothership. Why not? Okay, this is bad. My creatures will be taking damage, and that's fine. I do have other options available. It's really bad that my accuracy has gone down. Let's see if the Binvasion worked. Okay, it didn't work. Let's go to the Bulletino. Unfortunately, my accuracy is down, so sucks. Wait, let's not do that. Not at all. Silicon Slash, and yeah, okay. Let's just do this because that works out in my head. Yep, cool. Yep, that's fine. Ooh, they're using Undertow. Okay, they also have it. Noted. Just dealing some damage on the main one now, and yeah, okay. Let's do that spit, and let's just see if I can get a record. This is only ice types, yeah. I don't think I will be able to capture, but if I do capture it, I can just leave. So that would be nice. Capturing is affected by me hitting them hitting specifically Kaylee, which could happen. Luckily, they're using a buff, not a actual attack, so we're fine. They're attacking that one. The recording did fail, unfortunately. Okay, so on to Dornamoth for the final fighting bit. So this one will be the one that needs to stay alive, and this one will be the one that needs to record. Luckily, well, hopefully he hits, because they are still afflicted with it. Okay, the percentage will go down, 38%. Elemental Wall, that's... okay, that's annoying. They are defending that one. That does mean the wall will take that. But hey, I got it caught, and then it means I can flee away from this fight. Electromagnetism. I'm probably not going to finish this fight. Okay, but it is a 2% chance to get out, so let's just keep going for now. I'll probably die, but I've traveled around enough, especially with electromagnetism available to me, so I've got options. Okay, Bone Cannon, let's just finish that off. Boltum I now can use directly. Let's check if the flee chance is better. Let's just finish it off rather than anything else. Okay, cool. That finishes that one off. It will give us XP, so that's all nice and good. Getting up to level 15. Cool, that's just it finished. I don't need to run away, and I don't need to teleport back. There's Torrent obtained. Okay, I'm getting a lot of water types throughout this. Okay, let's jump over here. Go across this, and see... Okay, that's not really relevant. There's another Bolton. That's not relevant anymore. We are looking for a certain pumpkin. The pumpkin is the most important creature in this game, and it is the logo used by this company as well, so that makes sense. In the marshes we have UFOs. Okay, noted. We are basically low health, so if we did find the creature, we probably wouldn't be able to capture it at this current point in time. Okay, done. Actually, we're going to a little fight here, so that is a bit of a shame. We'll probably have to run away from this and go back to town, since I'm not going through this length of a fight. Let's run away and go back home. That does mean we have to travel a little bit further now, but that's what we're here for. Okay, go have a little bit of a rest and recover my party's health. It is free to rest back at the main home, so that's what we'll do primarily. I'll take this chance to look over in the item or the attack shop, and also get some a latte. Let's get some items as well, get a respawn, and let's pick up one of those as well. We don't actually have too many Pokeballs remaining recorders. Yeah, go for it. Have some time for some messages if you wish, Double, while I do this.
Alright, so I just wanted to bring up one of the incentives that we have. The one that's coming up for the next run, Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. Where's the character choice? Which you can pick which characters will be used with the randomizer seat. The two characters with the highest donations, which are currently Celeste and Mog, both at 50 euros. Behind that we have Terra at 10 euros, Shadow at 5 euros, and then Locke, Edgar, Setzer, and Sabin are all currently at 0. So if you want to change what character you're going to be seeing there, yeah, be sure to get your donations in.
Thank you very much. I'll just do one final check and then move on to some other item. Yeah, nothing important there, and we actually went behind. Nothing too important there. Superheated Fist could work, but we do not play in that way, I do not think. Okay, so let us now let's do some of this town stuff while I'm here. That would make sense. Let's talk to Meredith.
Okay.
So Meredith wants to find a record player from her previous life before she was isekai'd over here, and we're going to help him. So we have to ask the leader to make sure we can enter the specific area where it is. This is why we actually had to talk to the leader specifically for this. And now we can go tell Meredith that, yep, sure, you can come this way. That's fine. Let's see what creature they will give us as their unique spawn. Okay, here's a letter saying we're allowed to go to the area. I will probably only go to the area once I actually unlock the climbing dude, but we'll find out if it's okay, nothing. Although it is a grass type. Grass type, interesting. Okay, cool, noted. Well, let's do this for now. And switch back. I think I will take a... Yes. Okay, I will take you over you. And switch you back out. Cool. Let's also swap you into here and swap you into here because those are the two fast ones. And then make some movements. Let's also actually do this while I can. If I go over to here, I can actually buy some stuff. With what I've got already, I want an additional sticker stock so I can get more chances to get good creatures or good attacking abilities. Let's just see what the extra slot was. Nothing of relevance. And nothing. A hot potato. That's an interesting decision right there. Okay, let's recycle some stuff. Let's get rid of beast coating, fire coating. That should be enough to buy at least one hot potato. And let's see if anyone can learn hot potato. Bulletino can learn hot potato, and it does have a melee attack. Let's see if I can give that as well. It is very much, well, it's slightly edging on the ranged attacking side, but that will be fine. Okay. That is a potential out to beat bosses. Okay, well that's maybe a game crash. Okay, I've not specifically had a game crash before, but there's one of them. Okay. Pardon me while the game boots back up again. I'm glad I'm not sitting on the couch, so I don't have to rush to the PC. games quick save in this game, so I imagine I might need to re-equip the. Oop, not that save. That is my. That is a different save. That is a very different save. Okay, go down to the second slot. There we go. Cool. Do I need to re-equip potato? Probably. Here's hot potato. Let's go to this, and yep, okay. Have to recycle all of this stuff. Let's apply this while I'm at it now. Cool. Let's get rid of that as well, and get rid of that as well. I don't think we're going to use torrent too much in this game, because we've already got it, is the answer. Hot potato. And only one creature can get hot potato, so that's fine. It's an interesting idea. Let's also check 1 second. Smack. Okay, cool. Hot potato is a move where I give someone a bomb. The bomb will then... I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Okay. Haven't had to actively try to do that in a little while, so why not? Let's give it... Okay, yeah, I forget that. Specifically, let's not bother. Let's not bother with that, and... Yeah, I can not worry about that either. Perfect. Just getting myself a box, because boxes are good, and much better than barrels, because barrels are circular in hitbox nature. Just moving over to here, which I could have very much done different things to resolve. Yes, okay, let's just do something else quickly. Yes, let's do something else. Because I do not run any percent of this game typically. I do not typically run the typical skip to get over to the west hand side of the world, but that's fine. I actually wouldn't be able to do too much while I'm there anyway, because I do not have other movement abilities. So let's just quickly traverse using dash. Alright, actually while we traverse here, I would throw it over to any messages if you'd like to use any. Let's not accidentally get hit by this person. Double, my friend. You're welcome to say the words if you wish.
Uh-oh.
All right. The host didn't come through to my ears, but hopefully they came through to you. I'll just note that. And anyone who needs to deal with it can deal with that. All right. We just got into another little optional fight here. That was my bad, but we should be fine. I might actually check caves while I'm at it here. Let's do this strat. They will probably... Okay, they unfortunately hit the wrong target. That's fine. We'll keep passing the ball back and forth until they don't hit me. Let's not do that and do that specifically, and then do this. There's passing the bomb back, they'll hit. They'll give me the bomb back, that's fine. We're just slowly hitting away at this. Let's just check tapes a second to make sure that we are... Yeah, okay, we're good. I don't want to go onto a character that only has melee hits, or only has ranged hits and can't pass the bomb back. Okay, that kills them. They will change into a different creature and then have the bomb, so that will probably be good overall. Let's do that, and let's do that. Unfortunately, they are also a melee, so they will be passing the bomb back and forth. This is how the bombs will go. Okay, so by that last round... Okay, sweet, they're taunting. That's good. That means the bomb will hit a blow up and deal a decent percentage of their healths. which is how the boss fights will hopefully go. Alright, that's that resolved, and that's me stopping being a fool. Learn leech, please. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, the reason why I like grass types is grass types will typically learn both. Okay. Yes. Okay, noted, noted, noted. Shall I do that? Nah, won't. Let's make sure I don't get hit by this. Oh yeah, electromagnetic. Noted. Noted. Okay, cool. We have plans. We have plans now. We can now climb the mountain. Let's also do that while I'm here then. Okay, we can start doing electromagnetic shenanigans. Let's do that. Let's travel. Yeah, so electromagnetic works well when you have a electromagnetic box, which will also let you fly, fly quite some distances. I admittedly forgot we unlocked the electromagnetic ability. Let's just quickly go into here. I'm not seeing any other creatures of note. We've unlocked this teleport point for later. Okay, this. I'll just do one more back and forth just to get some more spawns, or some lack of spawns, I suppose. It looks like there is only those two creatures to note, so I'll keep passing. Hopefully this is... Okay, it's not there again, but this is where it spawns, so that's fine. Kicked it off. I'll just go pick it up again. That's fine as well. Okay, now we are going over to the mountain, which is one of the other spawn locations that we plan to go to. Let's just quickly use electromagnetic in some of the spawning areas as well to mark that off my checklist. Okay, let's leave before an hourglass decides to attack us. Okay, now we are here. Let us not screw up this and go on an adventure. Let's be safe and stop here. And we regain stuff and set up for the next adventure. A little bit more wobbly this one, but that is fine. Okay. Hey, we found the spawn. Okay, that's what we like to see. Okay, it is in the... Oh, I see. That's the problem currently. I see. Let's switch. Let's just do a quick check. Speed is 52. Feed is 100. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's transform into that one, and let's just try to flee while I'm at it. Flee chance is tied to speed. Therefore, unfortunately, as my speed just got decreased, 21%. Let's try 221%. That's good for me. And here is the required creature. Sweet. Let's, while I'm here, just do this check here. Just jump some times, open up menu. Let's keep on going onwards though. And noted where the pumpkin has spawned. Good. Good. There should be more pumpkins up here then, theoretically, because this is the spawn area for those. Okay, let's use the cave to keep respawning this spawn spot. Okay, and there's that. I think that should be fine. Okay, that is also an annoyance as well, so that's noted. Let's see if this works as the backup as well then. Okay, nope. So I'll be continuously flinging away right now. Let's switch my party up so I make sure I actually am in a quicker team configuration, so fleeing will work out for me. I will at least open up this so we can keep on going for a little bit. Check this spawn as well, since it might be attached. It's not attached. Well, it might be, but I'm specifically looking for the backup for, well, my creature to spawn as a backup. Let's actually... This is good. We can go over here and try to encounter it over here, actually. Probably. Although, well, it is what it is now, actually. I will see if we can get it to spawn. So it is the slot for the Yuki Ono, probably. So any of these could potentially have a pumpkin spawn alongside it. It's either Yuki Ono or the the little elfin mask dude, which I believe all do spawn down here, I believe, question mark. It would be nice to check on the wiki while I'm at it, but it's not an option for me at this current point in time. Yeah, that's a default spawn, and those are very quick. This might be a failed flee chance. That's fine. We know where we're trying to get back to. And now, okay, cool. Just heal up briefly. That way we can prep to do some other things as well. Cool, we're on decent pace. I've unlocked most of the areas already. Just need the climbing ability to do that. Let's pick up more tapes while we are here. Can I get only one? I can get only one. That's noted. I do also have a ball. Okay, so let's teleport back over here. That's our closest respawn point, so I can get back there quickly. I'll probably keep doing it on the outside of the mountain this time. Maybe I'll climb the mountain first, just to get that out of the way, so I don't have to worry about climbing back up there again. Okay, but I'm happy we at least found it. We do need to at least capture it first, though, before I can stop worrying about things. Okay, we're back over to this, so we'll go on this little adventure again. Over here, a little bit over, and let's go on a little electromagnetic slide. Okay, let's stop here as a safety precaution and set up again to go away. There we go, a little bit, that's fine. It's a bit too far down, but I'll take it just to go to here. Here's an encounter, I'll take it. Noted, those are two quick things as well. That's unfortunate, but 77 flee chance is good enough to at least do it within a few tries. Okay, noted. Let's continue getting up the mountain. That will unfortunately hit me. So let's go over to here to do it slightly more consistently. It will be up the wall. I will be going. There we go. We climbed the mountain. Okay, just waiting for this briefly to come back before. Let's just do it this way. I can do it the fun way of using the dash. Let's use the dash. Okay, let's not use the dash. I've not done that in way too long. I just very rarely actually get the dash in my randomizers, so I'm so not used to having it. Okay, that'll spawn here as well. That's noted. Let's see if we can get the spawn. Hey, we did. This is what I like to see. I can start off by using Undertow since I'm fairly confident in them hitting me. Okay, that's not a good sign. Jumpkin, please go next. Thank you. And then I will Undertow Jumpkin. It is an astral type, which that's a little bit of a time loss, but we'll make that work. Okay, if everything goes as planned as before, so we'll be able to do the same. I probably should have hit the Jumpkin as well for a second hit. It randomly got some resonance. That's fine. The next hit will... No, definitely not. We want to record this. Yeah, we want to record this and then Undertow and record. Unfortunately, Jumpkin is a later game area creature, so it is harder to record it. So it may be more of a struggle. We'll try what we can, but getting it down to 0 should be decent enough. But they are all hitting them, so we'll see if an Undertow can bring us back up. Okay, that's a 17% chance. Understandable that it didn't do it. Okay, so let's record. Let's try to record again. And I could try to heal, or I could try to torrent. Let's torrent. 28% chance. It's not good. Deja vu, that's great, because now it won't be attacking this turn. Tutorial text is on for a few things. That's fine. And I have noticed that. That's fine. Okay. So that's up to a 40% chance. Probably will go down to... No, oh, we'll stay at a 40% chance because we won't be getting hit. Cool, we did it. That will mean we can start doing go mode and actually try to finish getting moves to finish the game. I'm probably not... I don't want to do this solely on Hot Potato, and we've gained enough XP that I do not want to do any more fighting otherwise. Okay, so let's take some time to improve our move ability, then we can go on to fighting the final bosses, because we've unlocked all the travel points as well, which is wonderful. Okay. So, how are we all doing this morning? I hope we're all having a wonderful little time with this chill little experience. We're totally not going to be able to see some Eldritch Horrors in a few minutes. Great, we got Leech as well. Let's just give that to... Yeah, okay. It seems like that will be our main creature to deal with. Let's see, anything here? Self-destruct? No, let's not get self-destruct. While I'm here, we can now use the climbing ability to do various tasks, including getting up to... Okay. Missed on the first thing, gotta recover energy. That's good. Cool. There we go. Actually did that travel well this time. Okay. Let's go into this little building here, which will give us some good movement options. Noted. Okay. Let's get rid of those, and we will be wanting the walls. So we want elemental walls and a couple of them. Let's buy 3 of them and spread them out throughout our creatures. Elemental wall. Let's make sure you... Well, we will make sure you have a wall. We'll make sure the bin... It was the Bulletino who had the hot potato, so they should get a wall as well. Because that is a strategy for us to implement. And let's not give any of you a wall. They have Abrahama, which that's fine. I'll give you a wall regardless. Should I try to go for anything more? Nah, let's just get going. Boss fights. Okay. Let's arrange our party. So we're using Star Grade. Let's swap the tape, putting you here, and let's go along with this strategy alongside. So in this, let's give it a quick save. Won't really be relevant, but why not? So this is one of the 4 boss fights. Well, there are 8 boss fights in total. We'll be doing 4 of them, and then the final boss, which has 2 phases. This is one of the other weird creatures in this game. This one can be one of the more annoying ones, Babolith. Okay, we will be aiming to leech and poison this creature. I'll just be spitting at it first. They'll be using Crystal Lens on me. Hopefully, I don't take too much damage. Yes! So Starligrade is meant to be a tank-style character anyway, so that works really well with what I'm trying to do anyway. So I'm going to be piling on damage over time effects onto all of my characters here and creating walls. So walls will take 3 hits, or if they do a boss attack, so they have a meter on their side with all these little purple cubes. If they're... Okay. Yeah, maybe I don't try the hot potato strategy while we're all confused, since the main gimmick of this fight is confusion. Yeah, there's a bunch of purple cubes on their side. Once their purple cubes get to full, they'll start doing... Let's actually do leeching, like I should be correctly doing, and walling this side. Once all the purple cubes are full, they will use a special attack. Oh, crumble. Okay, yeah. Noted. Ouch. Okay, well, that was effective on their side. However, we are getting damage over times solidly on, so we are slowly making our way through them. We don't have the taunt character anymore, so we won't be able to go through that stacking, but that's fine. This is good. Good enough, at least. Let's get the bin. Let's get the bins out. Okay, so we're going to wall back up because this character didn't have a wall. That's fine. I'll use fog. Why not? That might be interesting. interesting ideas. False illumination, I might not get a choice anyway. So both my creatures are confused, so there'll be a chance that I won't be able to use the abilities that I want to. However, the continuation of leeches, invasion, didn't work, noted. I'll stop using Binvasion. Okay. Yeah. Let's get the poison puller now, and sure, try to hit. This is True Illumination, which will be the boss attack. Because I've got a wall up, that will defend that one, and we won't have to worry about it. Okay. They'll soon be going to their halfway point. Raise arms. Okay. Sure. Why not? Which will mean they'll use the neutralize ability and neutralize any attacks I will have, so I might as well get a wall up on this turn and spit on the other action. So this creature will continuously tell us bad jokes, along with using confusion attacks. Yeah, it's a whole ordeal, really. There's the neutralize, as we were expecting. Yeah, our spread of the damage over time effects are quite annoying, as it's only coming from one creature at a time. So that is an unfortunate fact, but it is what it is. Oh, ooh. I probably shouldn't use fog too much more often. But it doesn't affect any of my abilities, so it's a non-point. Let's get leeching back up and keep attacking. Hopefully, yep, you use it on the lower half. That's good, because we want to make sure the top half uses the abilities we want it to. That should hopefully not do too much damage overall. Oh, it missed specifically because of the fog. Lovely. So now we got the damage over time effects on. Let's use another. We're slow. Let's use a wall first. That missed because of the fog. We're basically completely fine through this fight. This fight can be the most annoying since the confusion effects does mean that we won't necessarily get the damage over time effects off that we want to use. So it is one of the more RNG fights. See, exactly like so. But I mean, hey, there's accuracy up. Oh, that does mean we didn't get the wall out. That is unfortunate. Let's keep spinning. Okay, we might take damage here. We might go down off that. That's unfortunate. We will have to switch over to hot potato as the main de facto strat. Well, that's fine. We might also need to change that away as well. Okay, let's... Oh, wait, yeah. Hot potato is down already. That's fine. Let's just deal damage and get through the fight. Because, yeah, there's quite a lot of health. I could also recover. Because this fight's going fairly slowly. This is intended to be like the highest level fight invitation. Sure, why not? Hey, a second one actually shows up. Sure. Hey, I said I wouldn't use it, but the AI can use it for me, I guess. So now we have like technically 3 things. Okay, that's that one out of the way. We will be learning our first part of the song, well, the first proper part of the song soon. So we'll be able to learn which part of the world it'll be in. Okay, that's that leveled up. Anything interesting? Nothing of note that I want to think about. Okay, let's see the song. You must, wings fly, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's fine. I'm going through and doing all the boss fights now anyway, so all in good time. That is theoretically the hardest one, though, so that's nice to get out of the way. Well, apart from the final boss, which is also a bit of a pain in the butt. But we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so let's just check one more set of moves, because it would be nice to have a few more different... In fact, I can actually check one other different thing that I wasn't considering before. Let's just check this tape. Let's edit stickers. Let's peel this sticker off for a second. See if any other creature can learn it. So I can... No. Okay, no. Can't do anything else. Well, at least I tried. let's move on to the next one. Let's do Meredith's one next. So let us go over to our party. Let's switch you out for one that we are not using and go down to Meredith to go pick them back up. Hi, Meredith. Okay. Well, actually, they will. The Dornamoth will probably learn the leech ability. So I should probably actually try to make that happen. Let's get rid of that. Increased XP points earned. Interesting. Noted. Cool. Let's actually go to this, and it does. Okay, noted. Let us take a wall from someone else and apply it to them as well. Invader did not have a wall, but Carb did have a wall. Elemental wall, peel it, thank you, and replace it with something on this side. This does not apply. Sweet. Okay, we now have Leech as well as Taunt. We also have Poison. Let's just rearrange some moves quickly. Edit stickers. Let's move this up to the top, and then we'll go with that for the next fight. So we'll be able to spread out damage over times quicker. So this is Meredith's special area, and we'll just be doing the quick way to get through this area. Ironically, we don't actually get the achievement for going here until we actually have Meredith in our party while doing so. We could go here beforehand. So this is the way to get here once we've finished the area, but climbing does cheat us a lot of good energy along the way. So that is nice. Okay, we need to make sure to only hit A here to say we're ready to go into the next area, or else that fight will trigger. It will not. We are then finding the record that Meredith is looking for. However, it is an alternate universe version of the record and not quite the same. Next, we fall into the boss fight, and we'll be doing the boss fight. Another train appears, and another eldritch monster will appear. This one summons bombs. And I could actually use the taunt strat early to prevent it from spawning bombs. Let's use one round of bombs. Let's use one round of taunt first. Okay, so let's poison up and taunt up first, because that'll be interesting. So taunt prevents you from using anything but attacking abilities. This creature specifically uses an ability to... Oh yeah. Because this is the first time we're doing a boss fight with Meredith, we actually automatically will fuse by default. Yes, this is a monster. Let's not talk about it. Because the creature is taunted, it won't be able to do the spawning ability, and also the music will kick in. Heck yeah. Okay, let's just keep on going with the AoE abilities. Unfortunately, we're flinched. That's fine. Let's get that poison out. It's gonna start doing the bombs, but that's fine. It will take another turn. Okay, it does keep flinching us, which is unfortunate. I'm going to create a wall, so when it hits us with the bomb attacks, it won't actually do anything. I will first use the poison pollen, then I will defuse, probably, just so I can start actually applying effects quicker. Poison. Okay, then let's unfuse to use more attacks per second. Okay, let's get up a wall again. Well, let's actually use the leech and then the taunt in quick succession. That is a good amount of damage though, but that is what will happen. Unfortunately, since Dornamoth is not a strong creature at all. Let's poison pollen up and leech up, just to get both of those going. The reason why I'd like to get taunt up is because on the midpoint it does neutralize all negative effects on it. Taunt will of course stop them from being able to use neutralize. So on this turn I will be using taunt again. Sweet. Hey, that's a lovely little number, I see. While I'm finishing off the rest of this boss fight, would you kindly?
I would indeed. Hopefully you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Alright, sweet. Because we've got 40 euros from Pendle Steven saying, since it is the last day, it's late enough to say, thanks for another BSG Annual. Hooray!
Hooray! Okay. So we're setting up the walls here now for... let's actually set up a wall on that side as well, since he can't actually use the boss fight, his attack actually, since Taunt is still in effect. That is noted. But of course, let's keep leeching regardless and making sure our people are safe. Perfect. Let's get the poison back out and let us just use a bone cannon to deal a little bit more damage. Trick, that's fine. We're basically at the end of this fight now, in which 2/3 more to go. Poison pollen. Let's get a wall up and let's finish it off with. Oh, I mean, yeah. Let's just get a wall up. It's fine. Call to arms. Then they'll finish taking the damage and then die. Yes. Okay, sweet. Another ability. Anything of relevance? No. Okay. We're level 13. That's good.
We did it.
That's the second boss fight done. Song, you must take the hand. East. Okay. It is in the east part of the world. I usually do like east more than west, so that is good. Okay, so although northeast is usually not too fun, as there are a few options that I don't usually hear about. I usually never hear southeast, but it is an option. I've got some notes here about all the combinations.
Oh.
Okay, so here's putting on the little soundtrack for a bit.
You're kinda cool.
Cool. That's all the Meredith story will ever be doing. But Meredith is the person I did primarily party with my own personal playthrough. Let's swap out the bin Vader there and swap Dornamoth back in there. At this point, let us actually, why not, we got one olive oil, we got one of this. Okay, noted. Let's do this while we're here. And let's have a little rest and show remastering. So when you rest and a creature is at level 5, it can remaster. That gives it a little bit more defense, and I'm perfectly acceptable with that. Just so it'll survive a little bit easier in our boss fights. Okay, let's now do this little fight. I'm going to be using the alternative way to go through this dungeon, and by that means I mean the over-the-top method. So let's just try that again. And over the top. See, all you need to do is walk on top of the train station and go back through the exit. Okay, here's the next boss fight. I would preferably like... there are two different items, one of which I just used to increase my creatures' levels. So all creatures have stars, not actual levels. We ourselves have a level. Here are the Master of Puppets. Popatox. Okay, let me just first start getting set up on that. Cool. And then start explaining the rest of it. We have levels, our creatures have stars. The stars give an additional ability slot and an additional ability every star. When they hit 5 stars, they could remaster. We have a level ourselves, which indicate other things. We do specifically need to get to level 15, as we mentioned. We're currently at level 13. Hopefully this fight will give us enough XP to get up to the next level. However, things could happen. Once we're at level 14, we do at least have one item which increases our actual level. If that does not work out, that doesn't work out. Okay, they've actually stolen 2 of our AP, so their walls will happen a turn sooner than expected. So we'll be walling up on this next turn. So let's use walls and use walls. Blobber. This guy does actually use quite decently high attack moves, but we are actually 3 levels higher than him now, since they are intended to be one of the first fights we do. Other than that, they have a nice little gimmick that a spotlight will come down and they will switch to this position of whatever the spotlight is. So we will be attacking the spotlight instead of the creature itself. So at this point, let us poison pollen and let us taunt this, since they're about enough to get to halfway on this point. Then there's them breaking our shields. And continue on. Yeah, so if it's northeast, it could be the altar behind Autumn Hill, or just below the Landkeeper's Offers in Eastham Woods. I'm not used to seeing that one too often. It could still be the tree stump. It could be on top of the mall. It could be behind the tree stump to the top right of Autumn Hill, which I'm also okay with doing that as well. Okay, so let's get the poison out. Let us get the leeching out as well. Continue life as normal in our boss fights. Let's just hope for a nice area and nothing too stressful on my end. So we will find out direction after this one. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Let's do that and let's do that. Just keep on doing the same things, really. We'll find a direction after this. We'll find either north or south from this fight, and then in the final fight that we'll be doing, we'll find out whether it's a specific line of dialogue which would indicate the specific area. Let's actually just deal damage to try to do this a little bit further, since we've got plenty of damage stacked up. Yeah, they are using moves that are quite high damage. So let's switch over to the fight is about to be finished. One more hit, I can just mash words and it'll die by itself. Basically, okay, it's the top as well, so I can quite literally just mash. Since as soon as it takes its turn, or we take its turn for it, it'll be dead. Okay, we got up to level 14, so our level routing is fine. Good thing we took those optional fights, eh? Okay, venture there and head northbound. Okay, yep, still have never had north. I have still never had east-south, or southeast, as normal people would call it. Just because it is random every time, some places are rarer than others. I've still never had southeast, yes. Okay. Next, it's to do Kaylee's specific boss fight. So I'll be going out of here, going to the inventory. I will be leveling up my character, level 15, and then doing another rest, of which we will now get specific dialogue to go to a specific place. So we'll now be allowed to go into a specific area where the boss fight will be. And luckily we can already teleport all the way over there. Delightful. Okay, we'll go over to here and they'll be like, I'm the guard. Yeah, we let us in now. Okay, this would be like a series of fights. However, we can just luckily go up the wall. Because funky physics. The only annoying part is whether I accidentally encounter that one, and I didn't, so we're fine. We could also be using the climbing ability, but the dash ability works fine too. Okay, this will be the level 15 creature that we'll be fighting, and hopefully it's some text that I like to hear. We're on good pace to finish on time, so that's positive on my end.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. He said the word saying we'll be finished on time. Clearly it won't happen. We have the bullet dash, we have the electromagnetic ability. That is 2 of the actions that it could be. The only negative is that one of the actions we could do to unlock the final boss fight is wait for 30 seconds at nighttime. So let's hope it's not that. Okay, another fight. This one's special gimmick is that it will plant a tree, so it will use a wall of its own, and if we hit the wall, it will potentially give us a buff or a negative. However, there will be a fight between Dorian and this guy. He will be judged swiftly. Okay, he is now that. I apologize to all Dorians in chat. Okay. Can luckily just spam click since I have effectively chosen the correct moves in the correct slots, so I can just spam through combat. They are using broadcast, which is mildly annoying. That means they will be hitting both of our attack points. That is the other mechanic of this fight, to be fair, of note. Let's just do the same again. Shooting star, that is fine. We'll also be taking health back as well, because of the leeching. Ooh, yeah, there's a temptation early. This is them putting up the tree, which is good for us, because it does do a chunk of their health, and we won't be doing physical attacks anyway. It'll probably be good to get a taunt on in a second after this. So because we're not doing physical attacks and we're doing status effects, we don't need to worry about it. Let's just get a wall up, and let's get a taunt up. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just really hoping we'll find, well, it'll be one of the nice areas, and I don't have to worry about it. Luckily, the game does give us some time to take in the information, as after we do this final little conversation, we will get a special cutscene animation, a sequence of events where some neat story things will happen. But we'll get there when we get there. Okay. So, I was going to say Kaylee is almost dead. Doubledubbel is almost death. Okay, we'll get our leeching abilities back up. And they'll be using the final boss attack on the next turn. Let us try to do the wall on that so they'll stay alive. Okay, maybe not. So the bottom one is dead. That's fine. Ooh, just fully dead. Wow, that much damage. Okay. We're going in solo for the rest of this. That's fine, that's fine. We got a wall to protect us throughout it as well. And we could probably just hibernate through it, really. Which is one of our moves. Okay. They are quite literally taking as much damage as we can possibly deal. Let's get a leech up as well. Just to, yeah. Oh, sweet, more temptation. Okay, let's unlock my phone so I make sure I'm looking at the right text. And here we are. Oh, boil. Okay, noted. Boil is good. It does fire damage, which is burn damage. Okay. But that is where my chambers will lie. Come on, please. Head northbound. Sweet. Okay. And the text shall be, where trees and dirt path can be found, grass is fresh beneath. Okay, that should be below the Landkeeper's office in Eastern Woods, which is not a space I have gone to recently. So let me remember where that is. Okay, that's a fun spawn.
Dorian, sorry.
Okay. Let's do some dialogue. I can also be on the tree stump, so let's do the tree stump first and just pray it's there instead. Because it didn't say, it said trees and dirt can be found on the fresh grass beneath, not towering trees spring from the ground. Correct? Okay, let us not do that button, do this button and then play song, just to confirm the text on that. East, James alone, head north, where trees and dirt, that is the tree stump, that is good. Okay, that's actually one I'm happy with. Okay, cool. Let's do this first though. Because, if I could get muted for just 2 seconds, if that's okay? Hey audio, could I get muted for just 2 seconds while I cough? Thank you, thank you. Well, you know, you're welcome. I am glad I coughed. Glad I was able to mute more specifically. Okay. So this is just doing some story effects so I can take in the information while I do so. Where the final antagonist of the game should do as any antagonist does and send you to the void, so you can't deal with his stuff, which is usually the effective way to do things. Luckily, a certain house finds us along the way, the Amber House, which will help us get home in more ways than one. Okay.
You're mighty lucky.
Okay, so we'll be going over here and learning more about the lore. I'm not going to talk about the lore specifically in this one because, you know, mild spoilers and all that stuff. But you're seeing what's going on. There are a good whole 4 different boss fights with 4 different characters, 4 different companion characters that I'm not showing you throughout this. I saw you briefly saw Eugene. You briefly saw the other one we found, Felix. But you'll have to experience their stories by yourself, because they do have usually a whole 2-part story to deal with. Okay, so this is back to home. Okay, it is nighttime, which is good. Hopefully we don't rest and it becomes daytime. We do want it to be nighttime specifically. Okay, cool. Let's go over to here. And pray that I got the right answer. Okay, here is a rock. I do believe it is in this area. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let us do this. Let us do throwing away 3 items. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've jumped a bunch. I've looked around a bunch. I'd have earlier thrown a box here. Okay, it was the rock. I just didn't do it correctly. Okay, cool. Whew. So that was now all of my anxiety is gone. You don't understand how much better I feel now. You can't even comprehend. So luckily in Nightbridge Station, the reason why the grass type was the go mode is because I can skip over areas. Usually you would have to go to the left side, fight a thing, go to the right side, fight a thing. But now we should be able to just... Oops, okay, moved a bit over to the left too soon. Okay, that should put us on top still, and we can float around. And this is the 2-part final boss, so we probably will be finishing... Oops, I pressed no rather than yes. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay, so this is the 2-part final boss. It is a final boss, so it can take a little bit to kill, and it might not be too effective. Well, we'll try as I can. Still plenty within the estimate. I'll happily have 20 minutes, or 17 minutes to beat this boss. 16 minutes to beat this boss. The cool gimmick of, well, Alf, or the Alpha, or, you know, Conquest, his whole gimmick is raising up his physical attack and doing lots of physical attack damage. Good thing we have defensive creatures. Okay, let's start out by doing the usuals. Death by 1,000 cuts will do a good amount of damage to both of us. I might even decide to fuse to be able to tank more damage, honestly. He will also change typing every single turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's no, we can take one more hit. Especially since we've got healing online as well. Okay. This is a 2-part final boss, so they will have 1 health bar and then a 2nd health bar. Just to note, so it is not immediately over when that is finished. Prismatic, cool. Yeah, we're fine. They'll start doing death by 10,000 cuts in a minute. So let's become this little thing. Sorry. It's quite exceptional how bizarre this is of a creature. Cool. All the damage is doing dealt. Probably next turn where the thing will come in. So this is where I'll taunt. Okay, they are a fire type, so they got through my wall sooner, and we actually did get burnt, which is kind of rough. We do have items to use as well, but we will be able to trigger and neutralize just in time, so we won't be getting rid of all the negative things. However, they didn't have any negative things anyway to get rid of, so there's that failing, and that's that failing. Okay, we desperately need the wall to appear before they do. Okay, this that might be a reset of the fight, because that's a lot of damage, and that's us unfusing. I won't be able to use... okay, so what we will be doing is having you out and having you out. We will be providing a revive with you. Respool, yes, please, on Stalingrad, yes. And then doing Boil. Heck yeah, actually. Sweet, we learned Boil. Forgot about that. Unfortunately, the status was blocked since they're fire type. Darn, okay. Luckily, we do get some healing because water versus fire is good. We will be switching out to this one over here. They did switch types again, so I should be able to boil them effectively this turn now. Let's see how it works. They did get some defense up since I am using a water against an ice type, but they did get burned, so that's all I cared for. Okay, we've switched over types, and now we can start... ow. We switched to ice type, and we flinched. Okay, whatever. And that got rid of that. That worked out, overall. Sharpen, that's not good. Okay, so let's get the poison out there. And the other one's flinched, of course. Okay. This should be okay. However, they are getting mightily close to their final attack move, so that is the stress point on my end. Okay, let us get a wall up to protect ourselves and a boil up to just deal damage and put them over the limit. That should be enough damage to get him through. That's fine. That's good. Sweet. They're on like a slither of health, and now they are done. Sweet. So that is one half of the final boss fight. And honestly, the final boss fight is actually kind of a snooze. So it shouldn't be a big issue. Right, we're probably going to finish at about 1:30, so about 8 minutes underestimate. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our little adventure. We're now doing the big final boss fight where all the bosses you've beaten throughout the game will be fused into Alf. And if you notice the character design, it has the wings of judgment, it has the top hat from the puppet master, it has the crown and the moon. Yeah, all different aspects and parts of all the different creatures. But all of our companions are coming up with us too. So just Meredith. And she brought the bins alongside them. The music is rocking out. And we're having a good time. We're having a good time. Our main aim right now is to get the enemy to half health. Once half health, another sequence will happen, and the third phase will trigger. And I'm just gonna listen to the bop for a bit. Honestly, it's good. It's good. I don't really have to do too much else. The boss will kill itself really with our current setup. Once it does get to the halfway point, the sequencing will be a little bit different. Okay, Meredith is gone. That's honestly a good thing. That means less turn actions will be taken per turn, and we won't have to worry about... Well, it'll save some time, actually. Sorry, Meredith. We do love you. We do love you. So they're about to get to full bar. They're also about to get to full bar. That's fine. They will use one of the creature's special abilities. But they're close enough to... it'd be nice if we fused, but I probably won't do that. If they are able to damage us a bunch, that might give us enough stuff to fuse, but we'll see. Okay, we don't. Let's just go to sleep. Boat cannon. So we're going to hibernate for a bit, which doesn't actually mean anything. We're actually just triggering the end. If you notice any future damage, will actually now be healed back up, so we stay on half health. So the way to beat the final boss is by drinking loads of coffee, as I'm sure many others will appreciate. Okay, yay, we slept. Okay, neutralize, gets rid of those, and no more cassettes. He destroys all the cassettes. Will now be creatureless. But then the final boss inside of us, Morganat, says, "Get up. You're better than this." Oh, and we have the fly returning for the final fight. Oh, how lovely. We're all here together. Luckily, the fly did leave after about 10 minutes into the run, but now it's back. Get up. The power was inside you all along. And now we fuse together ourselves. Everyone come together. And we also turn into the spirit of rebellion and drink coffee. The reason why we're drinking coffee is because it will give us AP. And we just need AP to finish the fight. So we'll just be doing that a few more times. I used Cold Story. That's my favorite move. It does a little bit of damage and also burns. But it's nice. Okay, we're at full bar. So now let us. Oh, use the wrong move. Oops. Okay, well, one turn off. Time actually is a little bit far away. I forgot the time ends in this game when we not in the final boss fight, but after we say goodbye to everyone. So we still got a little bit of time. Kodo Morgana does 9999999 damage, or 535000. And the boss fight is finished. Okay, that's everyone. Time will end soon though, because I do have to run over to a thing, which will happen quickly. Farewell. Because we have to say yes to want to be going back. The Arrow of Time. They have a spare cassette on them. I don't know why they didn't use it during the fight, when we needed a new cassette player. But that is it. The Amber House is still here, and we're able to return back to our own homes and anti-isekai back home whenever we want to now. And that would be the end of the game, and that will be the end of the 3, 2, 1, and time. Thank you very much. Good morning. I hope everyone else enjoys the rest of the marathon. That's been me. That's been Tricrow. I'll be in the background playing board games for the rest of the stream. See you later.
Don't you forget about
feel free to keep going on hosts to do the ending and do all the other things. But all right, next up is.
Are you ready?
I can't hear. There you go.
Yes, hello, I'm here. Thank you, Tricrow, for showing a cassette beats randomizer any percent. It was my first time seeing the game, so a little tease. We're going to be going to an intermission while we get our next run set up, which is going to be Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide by Kill a Chair. And that will mark the end of my hosting shift. I'll be throwing you over to Oranea. So yeah, stay tuned.